What's up guys, Braden here with SuperATV, and today we're going to be showing you how to install SuperATV's 3-inch lift kit on this Pioneer 1006. So let's get right to it. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and remove our front wheels and tires. So this machine has previously had a SuperATV 3-inch lift kit on it. So as you can see on the shock here on the front, it already has a spring spacer installed. What we're going to do now is go ahead and remove our front shocks from our machine. So in the kit, you're gonna notice that you have some steering stops. What these steering stops are gonna do is go in between your inner ball and socket or your inner tie rod and your rack. So these are gonna slide over your rack shaft. They are an optional install. The biggest thing that these steering stops are gonna do for you is limit the amount of steering you have one way or another, because if you fully compress your suspension and you have it maxed out all the way, you could bind a stock axle. Our machine already has the steering stops installed, so we're not gonna be installing them today. Now we're gonna grab our front lift bracket. We're gonna make sure that it has this notch here facing up, and we're gonna slide it right through our factory shock mount all the way to the opposite side. Once we get it close, we'll go over to the opposite side. Now we're going to take our bolt out of the hardware kit, slide it through. Ours is a little tight there. So we've got our bolt through. Now we're just going to go ahead and get our nut started. Then we're going to slide over to the opposite side and do the exact same thing. We'll go ahead and get our nut started onto our bolt. So now that we have our spring spacer installed to our shock, we're going to go ahead and install it to our lift kit bracket. Just going to slide it through the hole, and we'll go ahead and get our nut started as well. Now we're going to install our lower shock bolt. This is just the factory bolt here. So now we have all our hardware installed on the front. We're going to move back to the rear. So now moving on to the rear, we're going to remove our rear shock from our machine. Your upper shock bolt is tucked back here behind the frame. I'm going to remove it as well. Remove the shock bolt. Then remove the shock. So the next step is going to be to remove the factory brake line. Our machine already has the SuperATV brake line that comes in this kit. All you would do is come right here, remove the fitting out of the factory line, then remove this clip and the whole line will pull out. You'll remove your fasteners off of your A-arm, disconnect it from your caliper, and then you're going to install this line the same way that the factory line was removed. So it should sit just like so. So now we're going to grab our rear bracket. The skinnier side, the side that has this notch, needs to be facing up. Just going to slip right into the frame like so. We're going to line up this bottom hole down here first. We'll take one of the bolts out of the hardware kit, get it slid through just like so. And we're going to line up our upper mounting hole as well. This upper mounting hole is where the shock was previously installed. Just go through just like that. So we'll have one down here, and then we'll have one tucked up in here behind the frame. You're not going to be able to see it. Now we're just gonna take our shock and reinstall it. We're gonna use the factory hardware on the lower and then our provided hardware on the actual lift bracket. So now you're gonna go through, make sure that you have your brackets installed on all 4 corners. All your hardware is fully tightened. Once you've done that, that's all there is to it to install SuperATV's 3-inch lift kit on the Honda Pioneer 1006. Be sure to check the description below to pick yours up today. And while you're there, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.